Ho, ho, ho! It's Brad from BB Grill Shack. Today, I'm making a casserole or a pizza. Not really sure, but you're gonna find out because it's deep dish. What? So apparently there's a debate going on whether or not deep dish pizza is actually a pizza. Maybe it's a casserole. I don't really know, and I don't really care. All I know is that I want to eat it, and I can cook it at home on my smoker. So that's what I'm going to do today. That's what I'm going to show you guys how to do. So let's get started. Alright guys, there's a bunch of stuff you can do for this. You can make your own sauce, you can make your own dough, you can do all that. I'm doing the very basics. So I'm going to use a store-bought dough, I'm going to use store-bought sauce, we're going to use store-bought pepperoni, and mozzarella cheese and Italian cheese. So what you're going to need is one pizza dough, you're going to need about 2 cups of sauce, you're going to need 1 package of pepperoni slices, about 2 cups of mozzarella cheese, and about 1 cup of Italian or Parmesan cheese. Let's go ahead and go inside and start assembling our pizza. Before we go inside, I'm going to preheat the smoker to 350 so it's ready to go when we come back out. I'll catch you guys inside. The first thing we need to do is to start flattening out our dough. Put a layer of flour onto your counter, pour out the dough, put flour on top of your dough, and just start flattening it out as much as you can. Next, we're going to roll the pizza dough out until it's about 1/8 to 1/4 inch thick. We also want it to be about 2 inches in diameter larger than the cast iron pan that we're going to put it into. After you flatten the dough, transfer it on top of the pan that you're using. Start fitting it into the pan and pressing it into the corners. The dough is going to start to tighten up and it'll loosen over time. So just continually work it into the corners until you get a good fit. Now it's time to start building the pizza. Add 1 or 2 cups of mozzarella as the base layer of your pizza. Now it's time to add the toppings layer. Today I'm just using pepperoni, but feel free to use whatever toppings you like. Other common toppings are salami, sausage, bell pepper, or olives. The third layer will be the sauce. Today, I'm using store-bought pasta sauce, but you could certainly make your own sauce. You could also make a meat sauce instead of pasta sauce. Add a layer of Italian blend cheese or Parmesan cheese on top. This will give it a nice finishing touch. Now that our smoker's preheated to 350, let's go ahead and throw our pizza on. We're going to leave it on for about 45 minutes to an hour, but the real test is when the cheese starts bubbling and the crust is golden brown. That's how you know it's done. After your pizza starts bubbling and the crust is brown, it's time to pull it out of the smoker. I'm going to go ahead and take mine back inside, and we need to let it cool down for a good 5, 10, maybe even 15 minutes before we pull it out of the pan. Otherwise, you might have a disaster. Pulling the pizza out of the pan isn't that big a deal. You just have to go in with a bit of confidence and a spatula. Get underneath the pizza, lift it out of the pan, and slip the pan out from underneath of it. Now that your pizza is out of the pan, it's time to cut the pizza up. Go ahead and put it on a cutting board, and if you have one of those long rocking pizza cutters, this is a great time to bust it out. If you're rocking one of the rolling pizza cutters, what's gonna work best is a nice sharp knife and to push straight down to cut through the pizza. So my first attempt at cutting the pizza was using this long 14-inch roasting knife, and it didn't really work that well. You can see it's sliding the toppings around a little bit, so I was looking for a better solution. For the next 4 cuts, I moved to a sharp kitchen knife. This actually seemed to work a lot better just by pressing down and slicing a little bit through the crust. If you end up making this pizza at home and you don't have like a large rocking pizza cutter, I would highly recommend using a sharp kitchen knife to cut it. All right guys, sorry I missed the taste test this week. I owe you a taste test, maybe double next week, we'll see. The pizza was just too good, and I got to it before the camera got to me. So, you know, it was what it was, it's gone. And I hope the videos of me cutting it and, you know, pulling the cheese apart and stuff like that, I hope that gets you through the weekend to next week, because next week, next Thursday, I'll have another new video for you, another opportunity for a taste test. So go ahead and subscribe if you don't want to miss out. Either way, have a good weekend. I appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Law and Order SVU. All right, take 15. Ho, ho, ho. Happy holidays.